They see what we're doing, the positive things, and most of the time they're like, hey, we want that out of here. Especially when they see what we're a part of. You know, we're part of growth and development.
If we giving away food to the homeless and the needy and all that stuff, right? And we doing something that's positive, for you to have any type of negative to put into it means that you personally feel some kind of way, because you couldn't feel any kind of way any otherwise, because we're doing something positive. We out here in the public, we showing love, we showing unity. We got brothers of different colors, different ethnicities, and we all still one. You know, it's all one love, you know. And so at the end of the day, you know, they just have a personal thing against us, and, you know, it's always been like that. This ain't nothing new, you know.
It's your homeboy Loafing to Go, and I'm out here in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, y'all, with growth and development members as they pass out lunches for a free lunch program that they doing for the community. I'll be back later to show y'all exactly what's going on. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. We will have words from the infamous Austin Foster.
We're doing free sack lunch giveaways. We trying to help the community. You know, a lot of people are hungry, so we're trying to help them out.
Yeah, you know, you do this kind of thing often, man. What does this mean to you to do something like this for the community?
I mean, it feels good. It really feels good. Like, you know, it's good karma coming. You know, you can do negative things and negative karma comes to you, or you can do good things and good karma comes to you. So, you know, we push real growth and development. You know, taking care of the community.
All right, so when you speak of growth and development, of course, you're talking about the GDs, you know, which is mainly in Chicago, mainly based in Chicago. So you're a representative of the Growth and Development Nation, correct?
Correct.
And, you know, I was wondering, like, because, you know, of course, we think of GDs, a lot of people think of GDs as a black gang, you know what I'm saying? To see a guy like you come into the organization and, you know, actually do a great job and make history. Ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, Austin has made history. How does that make you feel, man? I know the weight of the world is like on your shoulders sometimes.
No, it feels great, man. You know, you don't see a whole lot of white brothers out here doing it, you know, so I stepped up, I took the role, and, you know, continue to push it. This is what we're taught to do with growth and development, you know, so I'm all about that.
Right, and to all the brothers that's ignorant and don't know that, you know, it's a lot of Caucasian guys and women a part of this struggle, man. What do you have to say to those guys that don't have the knowledge or they think differently?
So a lot of guys are misguided. You know, a lot of guys, they've been doing negative things for a long time. You know, a lot of us did negative things, including myself. But that's where growth and development comes into play. You know, some guys still claim to be gangster disciple. We're not gangster disciple, we're growth and development. We're about taking care of the community. We're about helping the youth, you know, stepping up, being a father, helping the kids, helping the elderly, helping everybody, you know. We don't look at each other as ops. We don't have no ops, you know. So, and that's why we're out here. We're trying to impact people that might be misguided as well.
Ruger came out with a song a couple of years ago, and it said Trump should have freed Larry. All right, so Trump's second term has came around, and it seemed like Trump may have listened to GDs in the door. He probably heard it. I think he heard it, man.
Yeah, we all heard it. We all heard it. Yeah.
I think Trump. So what do you think about Trump actually helping Mr. Hoover out?
Oh, it was a blessing. You know, unfortunately, we still haven't fully got Larry out. You know, Trump pardoned his federal charges. You know, so now he's got to get his state charges fully dropped, but the governor of Illinois has got to make that choice. Larry actually has court coming up here in spring, and they're supposed to make that decision. So we all hope for the best for it. You know, free Larry, free the old man.
How important is it to show this side of growth and development?
It's very important. You know, the teachings, it teaches us to do this. You know, the blueprint, it says it in the black and white. The blueprint from gangster disciple to growth and development. These are the things that we're supposed to be doing. You know, this is a vision that the old man put in place. And, you know, 1,000 pardon. Larry's retired. He has no parts of the organization anymore, you know, but his vision still motivates us. We still follow his vision. Other than that, he's a retired chairman, and he's just trying to come home.
I know you from out here doing good deeds. I also know you from like Facebook, and you came out with a post the other day, and it was kind of like you felt as if people were like mentioning your name a lot, like instead of looking at the good things you do. What do you got to say to all the people you consider as haters?
Man, I've been dealing with that for a long time. You know, unfortunately, with me being a white boy in a black organization, you know, started as a black organization. A lot of guys feel some type of way like, oh, you know, Austin, he holds power. He's got guys behind him. You know, Austin's got structure. He's got structure out here in Iowa. Unfortunately, a lot of guys, they hold hatred, jealousy. It's like how the fuck does this white boy out here hold a position that we wish that we could have? But it's not about that, man. Like, the business is a business. I'm pushing positive things, and these guys should be pushing positive things as well. We shouldn't be looking at each other on a power trip, you know? Just because you hold a higher position than me, I'm not going to be jealous of it, you know? If I want to work my way up, I'll work my way up, you know? But, yeah, I've dealt with hatred and jealousy for a long time, just because who I am, who I'm around. You know, these guys that are hating, you don't see them around the guys that I'm around, you know, the official members. So it is what it is, man. I just try to avoid them, but sometimes it's hard to.
So, you know, by you being like one of the first, you know, I'm going to say white guys that's in like a high position and high regard with the family, you know, that adds a lot of pressure. Do you feel like that? Because you could be like an average member and, you know, nothing is said about you. Everybody care about you.
I deal with that, man, you know, just because the position I hold. So, and it's unfortunate. You know, like I said, guys are jealous that I'm the first white governor of the state, you know, of Iowa. I was appointed this for a reason because, I mean, look at the things that I'm doing. You know, we're out here doing stuff like this. This is what we're supposed to be about. So, you know, I'm not going to let these guys knock me down, do anything like that. If they want to come and join us, they can join us. Other than that, when it comes to negativity, y'all can go that way with it, you know? So
a very famous white member passed away like recently, and what I saw was he got a lot of love.
Yeah, he was getting a lot of love in real life. You know, rest in peace to white folks. You know, real righteous brother. You know, a lot of guys knew him. I personally haven't met him, but you know, real righteous guy. A lot of guys. He had a lot of love. So, you know, including the family and Ike and, you know, a lot of the guys. You know, so.
How do you feel when you see that like amount of love going to a white guy?
Oh, it feels good, man, because it's not about color. It's really not. You know, you can be white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever. You know, we shouldn't look at each other. Oh, just because he's white, I'm going to disrespect him, or just because he's Mexican, I'm going to disrespect him, or, you know, this and that. It don't go like that. So if you an official member that's doing real righteous things, most of the time you'll get love, you know.
What do you have to say about that series of videos that came out about you?
It was just some bullshit, you know, and that's the thing that I've been trying to get cleared up for a long time, you know, because he brought my name up. You know, they was trying to say I was bogus because back in 2015 I had a pistol that was stolen. I'm a legal gun owner. You know, me being a legal gun owner, when I had a gun stolen, what do you got to do? You got to report it stolen. So I reported it stolen. Dude got slammed up with it. That's when they tried slandering my name about, oh, he's bogus. You know, he's this, he's that. You know, and I'm not bogus. You know, that paperwork was cleared. You know, I didn't say no names. I didn't do nothing. All I did was report my pistol. He was bogus for making those videos and stuff. And, you know, he said he claimed to be a righteous member, but shit happened and he got slammed up himself. So I don't know why he was slandering my name.
You got to feel good about yourself for doing something like this. And I appreciate you for coming out here representing growth and development, you know, showing growth and development to the people all over the country right now. And, you know, just being a stand-up guy, man. You really been a stand-up guy. I can't lie. I always, you know, shit, I just don't, you know what I'm saying? But low from the go, we got to be, you know, a little bit objective here. But, you know, yeah, you know, I always thought you was a stand-up guy, and I thought you stood on your morals and all of that type of stuff. And, you know, man, I just wish you the best, bro.
Appreciate it.
Taco tickets.
You want to have.
Y'all need a stocking cap.
Thank you.
All right, so after a little bit of harassment from a police officer, it seemed like they called officials over here and they asked you to leave this facility, right?
Yeah, we had some slight issues. You know, we don't know what that's about, but they see what we're doing, the positive things, and most of the time they're like, hey, we want that out of here, especially when they see what we're a part of. You know, we're part of growth and development. Some guys look at us negative, and it's unfortunate. It really is. You know, it shouldn't be like that. We're just trying to help people out. That's it. So
shout out to that cop who came over here, you know, but it's cool. It's cool. We're going to continue this movement and go someplace else and continue to pass out food because they can't stop the mission. You know, you can stop, you know, like they say, you may lose a battle, but you got to win a war, you know?
definitely.
When that cop approached us, man, you had some very interesting things to say about that because, you know, we out here doing something positive for the community, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So basically, that's their personal feelings because if we giving away food to the homeless and the needy and all that stuff, right, and we doing something that's positive, for you to have any type of negative to put into it means that you personally feel some kind of way because you couldn't feel any kind of way any otherwise because we're doing something positive. And I feel like it goes against what they get paid for, and it goes against the picture that they try to paint about us. So that's the reason why this is disturbing to them. They don't want to see this because they want us to be viewed a certain kind of way. They want us to be looked at as a certain kind of way, and they wanted to push they want to push their agenda, and this goes against that. We out here in the public, we showing love, we showing unity. We got brothers of different colors, different ethnicities, and we all still one. You know, it's all one love, you know. And so at the end of the day, you know, they just have a personal thing against us, and you know, it's always been like that. This ain't nothing new, you know. This been a forever thing, you know what I'm saying? And you know, it's gonna always go on, but I just feel like as long as we remain humble, you know, and we stay on point, you know, at all times, you know, and don't get them what they looking for, then there's nothing they could do but show their hand and show just that they just want to keep us apart, tear us apart, keep us far apart as they can, and tear down any type of positive image of anything that we do. They don't want us in a positive light. That's it, that's all.
Right. For sure.
Yeah, I'm from Chicago, man. Shout out, goddamn in Chicago, you know. Shout out the whole Chicago. I love the whole city, man. Shout out the east side, the low end, Inglewood. Y'all know me all through there, man. K&G, man.
Right. Hey, let me ask you this, because a lot of people, Derrick Rose just got his jersey put into the Raptors down in the United Center. A lot of people were saying, like, it should have been Rodman because Derrick Rose never won a ring or something like that, man. What you feel about that? It should have been Dennis Rodman.
Hey, hold on. First of all, right, how y'all gonna say Dennis Rodman when Derrick Rose came from the streets of Chicago? He overcame that. Don't forget also, too, that he was in the midst of all of the BS that was going on and strived and became greater than and outlived and outdid all of the BS system that systematically put against us. He did all of that, and y'all still can't congratulate him? That's the reason why we down right now, because we crabs in the barrel. Every time one of us, Michael Jordan not even from Chicago, but they praise him like he is, like he was born and raised. Right. Derrick Rose is a dude who born and raised in Chicago, made it through Chicago, a positive image for our people, and one of the greats. He got a jersey retired. How many people from Chicago got a jersey retired in Chicago?
For sure.
You see what I'm saying? So all we need to do is anytime ignore the negative, and anytime something positive happen in our community or with our people, we just praise that and let that live as long as we can until the next positive moment come. You feel me? That's it. That's all. Let go of the negative. We don't got ops. We don't got none of that, man. We all one. One love.
All right, guys. I'm here with Austin Foster, man. We just completed another successful food giveaway, should I say. So, Austin, how you feel about this successful food giveaway?
It was good. It was good. You know, we had quite a bit of free sack lunches. We got a little bit left, but after this, we're gonna take it down. Still try to get rid of all of them. So, other than that, it went good. It went good.
All right, man. Well, like I said before, I really appreciate the work that you're doing with the community in the name of growth and development, representing Mr. Hoover the right way, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? We gonna hit y'all up later. We gonna let y'all know what's going on. We gonna continue the good work. You know what I'm saying? So y'all just stay tuned to your homeboy Loafing to Go. Peace.
Brush. I apply the brush. Brush. I apply the brush. Brush. I apply the brush. Yeah, brush. I apply the brush.